Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
I think people should have their paperwork done before coming in here. And I think that things should be done the right way and follow the law.
North Dakotans living near the border with Canada say they feel unsafe. They're concerned with a problem commonly associated with the U.S. border with Mexico. The United States Border Patrol says they've seen a slight increase in people arrested for illegally entering from Canada. An officer from the Pembina Port of Entry says they've seen an increase in illegal drugs coming in as well. Valley News Team's Maddie Jelseth explains.
I don't feel like I would be safe if people are not being checked and we don't know who is actually coming into the country.
That's why officers with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection at the Pembina Port of Entry do a thorough check of people coming into the country.
We have radiation portal monitors. We have imaging systems where we can scan commercial trucks. We have x-ray vans. But most importantly, we have our CBP officers and our CBP agricultural specialists.
But those don't stop people from getting into the country. Officers use that gear and canines to also watch out for contraband.
The majority of the narcotics that we find at Pembina is marijuana. Not very much for methamphetamine, ecstasy, cocaine, heroin.
A few residents I spoke to told me that if people are going to come into our country, they should do it legally because we have enough people to worry about and to take care of.
I wish we could help them. I wish we could do a lot of things for them, but it is difficult.
Assistant Port Director Misson said the mission of the CBP is anti-terrorism, while still facilitating legitimate trade and travel in the United States. Reporting at the border, Maddie Jelseth, Valley News Live.
A Port Authority official told us that rumors of a wall being built along the northern border are just that, rumors. 3 people are in custody tonight in connection with a shooting at the Hornbachers in South Moorhead last night that sent a teen to the hospital. 23-year-old Kevin Blocker and 21-year-old Sabrina Martin are both being held for probable cause of being involved in the shooting. 21-year-old Montanique Mixon is in custody on an outstanding warrant. The 3 were arrested late this morning as they left Taco Bell on 8th Street South in Moorhead. The shooting took place at the Hornbachers along 40th Avenue South. Police say there was a dispute between a teenager and an adult. The adult, they say, fired a shot into the car, hitting the teen. The teen was taken to the hospital with superficial wounds. It's been a while since we've seen the sun. However, temps continue to be okay for December. Let's find out what we can expect tonight from Hutch.
I'm not expecting the sun this evening as it's already set, Mike, but the visibility has still reduced in certain areas out to the west. In fact, below 2 and 3 miles at times. That's going to be isolated, but the clouds are going to be fairly persistent across the area. Teens and low 20s as we head into the evening hours means the typical slippery spots is something we'll still have to look out for. We'll be heading into the mid-teens overnight here in the FM area, Grand Forks, the mid-teens as well, with a fair amount of clouds. We do have some cold air that's going to punch its way in. We may indeed see some sunshine with a warm-up. I'll have details on all of that here in just a few moments.
All right, thanks. Authorities have confirmed 34-year-old Anthony Brazier was a custodian at Greenbush School when he tried to have sex with who he thought was a 15-year-old girl. It turned out instead to be an undercover cop. Police say when he was busted at the school, he had 2 boxes of condoms, a small amount of marijuana, a marijuana pipe, a bottle of alcohol, and a pizza. It was back in November of 2018. Authorities say Brazier and the undercover cop talked online for 2 days about explicit sexual acts. They agreed to meet at the Greenbush School after hours, where Brazier was arrested. If convicted on all charges, he could face up to 6 years in prison and/or a $5,000 fine. Authorities in Otter Tail County are investigating the death of a 1-month-old baby. It happened here in the 31,000 block of County Highway 1 in Underwood, Minnesota, Saturday morning. Investigators say they got a 911 call saying a 1-month-old was found unconscious and was not breathing. The baby was pronounced dead at the home. An autopsy says the death is believed to be accidental, but the investigation is ongoing. The first case of the polio-like disease, acute flaccid myelitis, or AFM, has been confirmed in North Dakota. The child was hospitalized in October and has since been released. AFM is a rare but serious condition that affects the nervous system, causing muscles in the arms and legs to weaken. Other symptoms include neck weakness or stiffening, drooping eyelids, or facial droop and difficulty swallowing or slurred speech. Many infected individuals have reported respiratory illness in the week prior to the onset of AFM symptoms. Officials are recommending everyone take basic steps to avoid infections, like washing your hands and getting vaccinated. Fargo City leaders are unveiling the new City Hall tomorrow afternoon. They're going to be hosting an open house where you can tour all 3 of the main floors from 4 in the afternoon until 8 at night. Fargo's new City Hall is 150,000 square feet total and houses 12 city departments. Remember the days when you could make a spur-of-the-moment decision and ride the school bus home with a friend? Those days are over in Detroit Lakes. The school district is now asking parents to give them up to 3 days' notice if a child wants to ride another bus home. Valley News Team's education reporter Veronica Marshall talks to district leaders and parents about the plan.
I remember back when I was a kid, I would always just go up to the bus driver and say, oh, I need to go to this person's house, and the parents would be like, well, where did you go?
The days of kids just hopping on friends' school buses are over in Detroit Lakes. The school district says that system led to a lot of confusion and fear for local families.
If I didn't know where my kid was, I'd be worried.
There were many instances over the years where a kid, they don't come home. Well, they weren't on the bus. And it made it difficult for us to account for where they might be. If there was a report of a missing child, there was an extensive protocol that we had to go through to identify who that child was, where they went, and in many occasions involve law enforcement.
Now, families are required to send in notes 2 to 3 days before their student rides another bus. Even though it was done in the name of safety, some parents were upset with the lack of flexibility.
When it first came out, there were some people that maybe thought it was a little too rigid.
But the district says the plan is working, and now parents are coming around.
The number of investigations that we've had to conduct over the years about missing children no longer are there to the degree that it once was. So that means the policy's working.
It's good to know they can't just get on any bus, I guess, but hopefully my kids would know better too.
It's kind of a good thing because sometimes kids today just get caught up with their friends and like, oh, let's go here, let's go there, and then not tell anyone, and then everybody's wondering where they're at, and it's never a good thing when you don't know where your kids are nowadays.
In Detroit Lakes, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
We checked with other school districts about their policies. In Fargo, schools do not have a policy in place. In West Fargo, the district wants to know by noon if there's a change in what bus the student will ride that afternoon. And in Moorhead, say parents need to give their children's school notice the day of any change in ridership, with students in grades 7 and up giving notice as early in the day as possible. Certainly was a tough day for the owners of this home in West Fargo. It's almost a total loss after a fire this morning. It happened on the 1400 block of 11th Street West. Firefighters say 2 people were inside in the home. No one was injured. Crews had to take parts of the roof and siding off to put the fire out. Cause is still under investigation. The American Red Cross is reminding homeowners to check your fire alarms. Today's West Fargo fire is the 10th home fire that they've responded to since Friday. The Red Cross often sees an uptick in such fires when the colder weather sets in. Heating equipment is the second most common cause of fatalities from home fires, which on average takes 7 lives every day in the United States. The Red Cross is calling on everyone to create and practice a home fire escape plan and check their smoke alarms. Working smoke alarms can double a person's odds of survival. And if you need a smoke alarm, the Red Cross will install them for free. To learn how to sign up, go to our website, valleynewslive.com, and click on this story. Later on Valley News Live at 6, don't just get together with your family for holiday fun, why you should dig into your family history. Up next, add Alzheimer's to the list of conditions treatable with marijuana in Minnesota.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live. You're watching Valley News Live on KVLY, your hometown NBC station.
Hello.
Hi, Cindy. It's Dr. Greschel. Just calling to follow up from your...
Your home is your family's foundation. It's their support and security. But forces want to challenge that, weaken it, and break it. Protect your foundation and shield what you cherish most. Innovative Basement Systems, making sure you never lose that feeling of coming home.
We're having a sales event. It's a big deal, but we're not going to scream about it. Because when you're the brand with the highest owner loyalty and have the most J.D. Power IQS awards, there's really nothing left to say. Except, when are you coming in? Ford, built for the holidays.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months or over $9,000 in total savings on F-150. Visit your local Northland Ford dealer today.
My life has completely turned around after visiting the Center for Pain Medicine. I visited other healthcare providers, but wasn't able to get the relief I needed with my migraines in my neck and back from a whiplash injury from a car accident. I was really struggling with severe neck and back pain, and it was making work really difficult and also being a mom difficult. The Center for Pain Medicine made a huge difference. With the treatments I've been receiving, I've been able to manage my pain, get back to work, and be a happy mom and live life.
Is that too much pizza?
Is the XL&Y too much pizza for us?
Oh no, that's my personal extra large pizza.
Now for $8, get any XL&Y. We make it, you bake it. Papa Murphy's.
Hey Dad, I just made an appointment for when we get back.
The Storm Team, experienced and ready, on the go with you.
Welcome back. Minnesota health officials are adding Alzheimer's disease as a qualifying condition to get medical marijuana by August of next year. The state's health commissioner says there is some evidence that marijuana improves the mood, sleep, and behavior of people with Alzheimer's, which is the most common cause of dementia. Alzheimer's was one of 7 suggested additions recommended through public input. Lawmakers legalized medical marijuana in 2014. It's currently approved for such conditions as cancer, glaucoma, HIV/AIDS, and intractable pain. Hootie and the Blowfish will kick off next year's Great Minnesota Get-Together. State Fair officials announcing that the band is slated to rock the grandstand on August 22nd. That's the first day of the 2019 fair. They'll be playing with special guests, the Bare Naked Ladies. Tickets for the show will cost between $51 and $90. They will go on sale Friday. There's an app for so many things, right? Later on Valley News Live at 6, the new app that helps you track your family tree.
Still plenty of clouds across the valley, even a few flakes here and there expected. Some mighty cold air is heading our way. I'll have details on that, some light snow, as well as a warm-up. It's all next.